So thankful and grateful for your beautiful presence. Beautiful day, beautiful soul. And welcome back to Love, Peace, and Happiness Tarot. Coming to you live once again from Las Vegas. I go by Melinda NailFanatic, but you could call me Mel. And I'm back to deliver this latest, timeless, collective channel message from the download series. So if you're here, it's by divine design. Where it resonates, pick it up and run with it. Either way, make your choices and decisions responsibly today, because you'll always have the consequences and repercussions to pay. You have questions, I have answers. You can find those facts underneath this video in the description box and on the website. So we're going to start you off now that we've pulled your alpha and omega messages, which I plan to remember today, because the last time we did this, I did not. I was like, oh man, I never did the alpha and omega. Okay, so today we are. But to start us off, we're going to use the 3D Tarot, our major arcana only deck. And we have the Hermit coming out as a dominant energy on Earth for humans, which is check yourself before you wreck yourself, is what it's saying to me. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. The thing of it is, this is Virgo energy. So this is like, so Virgo tends to be a very OCD energy, very much into details, nitpicky. The thing of it is, if it is balanced, it's not going to be as obsessive. And in this instance, what they're giving me, this is about really like looking at the self, trusting your own guidance. Doing what aligns with your own soul, and understanding that on this journey, it's gonna be you and you, baby. Other people might come and go, you know, they flow, they pass through for a while, but you're the one that's gonna continue forward with you. So you have to follow the guidance that comes from the internal, from the highest, lightest, brightest, the highest self, thank you, from the soul self, from the authentic self, from the true self, from the divine self. Oh, all that, yeah, that part. So that's the dominant energy. I want to use the PNQ Oracle today. For those of you who are new here, welcome. But yeah, this is a deck that was designed by my two grandsons over several years. So a lot of it will just look like child scribble, but I get the messages from it. And I've done this with their art so much over the years. So let's see, what's the energy? I had a few cards fall out. It looks like 3. No, 4. Okay. Somebody has 2 ice creams. It's drawn in red. I'm not sure if Quentin drew this or Princeton drew this. Kind of looks like Princeton's baby drawings. Either way, it's drawn in red. So it's giving me root chakra. So I hear there's enough here for me and for you. I got enough to share. I got something to share with you, is the vibes, okay? That I heard that's obvious to everybody. They just told me what spread to do with these. So yeah, they said that's obvious to everybody. Now the next card coming out, it says a flower in the backyard, Aldo, and remote for Aldo toy. So Aldo is a remote control dog. And there's a flower in the backyard. Oh, so this is what you know that they don't know. Position from the spread that they show me to use. You know that somebody will kind of like, thank you. You have the ability to communicate to another person and sort of give orders. Yeah, you might have played with this. Telepathic communication. Oh man, I would love a glass of water right now, in your head, in your mind. And then the next thing you know, hey, I'm gonna get some water. You want some too? Absolutely, yes, please, and thank you. This is like, oh man, I would really love a coffee today. And then the next thing you know, oh, I brought you a coffee. It's that kind of an energy. Have you had that happen? If not, then there's some guidance to play in that energy and play in that ability. I see divine. I see good luck. Okay, welcome. So, yeah. And then the flower, interesting, because what you know also that they don't know is you had to grow this ability. It started in the dark. I'm hearing it started in the dark. But you It's like in the beginning, you didn't know you had this, but you were doing it naturally. It was an innate ability that you had. As you became more and more aware of it, it began to blossom. It cut through the darkness into the light. It came above ground, and then it started to blossom. So it's like, as you become more aware that you manipulate energy, not people, right? People manipulation is, hey, and it'd be really great if you do this, and then they follow suggestion really easily. In this energy, you're not manipulating people directly, and you're not really using your mouth. It's like that inner voice, that spiritual calling is speaking to the highest self, the soul of the others, and causing them to have the reaction that is the desired outcome. So there is a bit of they're giving me the word warning in this, that if you try to use this ability in a way that is hurtful to others, there's some consequences and repercussions of that, because, the energy flows and returns back home. So what you put out comes back to you. So we don't want to do all that. But in this experience, it's not even like you're focused on a specific person doing something for you. You're just saying, hey, this would be great. You're doing this in your mind. You're holding a high vibration. That vibration is connecting to the vibrations of the other people. And then boom, they show up with it. It's like, you don't have to ask. You don't have to say, oh, well, I want this person specifically to do this for me. No, it just kind of happens that way. I'm hearing as you're I heard as you're aligning with the love and the fulfillment that you have coming your way and that you're receiving every day, you find that more and more keeps showing up from you from more and more places where it was always in store for you. Okay. All right. Let's look at the other energy that we have coming out, which is the energy on the other side of the table, what they know that you don't necessarily know. We have a drawing from Clinton. It says PQ and grandma playing skip bow. So what this person really knows is they love to be in your energy. They love to sit at the table with you. They love to break bread with you. They love to spend time with you. It feels like playing a game. It feels like fun. It feels like delightful. So you may not realize how much joy and pleasure that they bring to this. Now, I'm also getting inside of there is also the energy of like, you've been doing this so much longer, this energy thing and that you do, this energy thing that you do. Can you say that a little bit clearer? Like, really, why do you got to be so vague? Well, being in charge and in authority over your energy and the way you're utilizing it, I hear. Yeah. And so it's bringing to you other people, that are, I heard, co-creative components to that pleasure that you're experiencing. Okay. I heard of all ages. So I see somebody specifically, and you'll have to put something, I would appreciate if you put something in the comments. You don't have to do a damn thing, I know that. But I would appreciate if you put something in comments if this is you, because I just see you sitting somewhere and you're really by yourself, but you're vibing by yourself. Like you're in tune, you're in vibe. No matter what other people see physically, you're totally in a vibe right now. And then this child, I see a child that just can't leave you alone. And their parents are like, oh, come on. I'm sorry the kid's bothering you. You're like, no, they're no bother at all, right? But the child is so, oh my God, they're like captivated. They're entranced. They're mesmerized. And they're so drawn to you. They're so attracted to the energy that you're sitting in, right? And the parents like are so not in the vibe that you and the kid are in. And so the parents are like, oh, I'm so sorry that my child is bothering you. Come on, baby, let's go. Leave the lady alone or leave the man alone. And it's like, oh, don't worry, they're no problem at all. Actually, it's really fun, or I really enjoy them. They're such a beautiful child, and I hear you have nothing but good things to say back. But this is an energy that's also attracting this, whoever is on the other side of the table to you at this time. They're highly attracted to the same thing that child is attracted to. And then they're saying, yeah, and other people's animals. Like somebody's walking their animal, their dog, they're walking their dog. And the dog just is so drawn to you. It wants to come up. It wants to sniff you. It wants to rub up against you. It wants to hang out. And I see the owner like tugging at the leash, like, come on, we gotta go. I'm so sorry again. And it's like the other people that are not in vibe with these animals and these children, They're like, I'm sorry, and they're apologizing, and you're like, nah, it's all good, you know, because for you, you have an awareness. It's like, oh, this is my vibe. I'm attracting my vibe. And look at how the simple, the ones who it's simple for, thank you, not simple-minded, but the ones who it's simple for, children and animals, they're so drawn into it, like they're captivated. They're stuck on you. That's the vibe. So what all of you are going to learn in this experience, oh, look at this. This is Princeton's drawing. It says, happy birthday, mommy. Love, heart, you to my PC. Okay, listen. So like I said, they were little babies when they were drawing this, right? I see a 4-leaf clover. I see hearts. I see stars. I see a whole lot of stars. And then I hear, you're a shining star, no matter who you are. Shining bright, you'll see what you can truly be. So you're shining your energy. And then here's the thing, is you're in, oh, thank you. That's a gorgeous message, what I just heard. And they're saying, as you shine in your light so bright, that what happens is, in that higher vibration, you connect to the angels. Like when you, and it's not that you're ever disconnected, but it's like, the energy of the connection is more fluid with the ancestors, with the highest part of yourself, with all that star power, star energy. It's so amazing. It's so amazing. And with this 4-leaf clover energy in the center, that it's like good fortune, good luck, serendipitous, magical happenings. I'm hearing serendipitous. They want me to pull out this deck to use as well. Okay. Now they want me to count the stars. So give me a moment. First off, we have 2 hearts and 2 stars, and these stars are connected to the hearts. I love the way, look at a little baby brain, ingenious thought of this, right? Because this heart, these 2 hearts and stars that are connected on the sides are giving me people, you and the other, whoever they are, right? Being connected by this 4-leaf clover energy, by this good luck. Thank you for all the love. I see that, speaking about hearts, and I can't help but see all the hearts going up on the screen. I love it. Thank you. And then there's these 2 stars here on in between the 4-leaf clover and the star and the heart. So these looks like you and another, or you and whoever is the other that's on the other side of the experience with you at that moment, because I'm seeing like the other can change, right? Because you're always with you, so you're always there. But the other person or the other animal or whatever it is that's on the other side of the table, like that could change from here to there to there to there, different places you go. It's like you're always connecting with this energy. These 2 stars in between you and the fortune, it's like destiny unfolding. Oh, thank you. And then they said, yeah, I love this. Oh my God, this is awesome. They're like, as you're vibrating in such beautiful alignment with the highest self, this is giving as above, so below, as below, so above energy right here, because these 2 stars right here are representing your true self and your, like, who you're being and your authentic energy here in the physical plane, plus the other is representing the highest self. So the ones that you're attracting also have that alignment. So that's what these 4 stars on the either with this good luck 4-leaf clover in between them are saying. So what's happening right now is you're attracting others who are aligned with you in good fortune, in their highest vibrational alignment with their highest self. This is gorgeous. And then I'm thinking about, I don't know if, I think it might have been the Spanish one that I did. Yes, it was. They just brought it back strongly. The Spanish reading that I did last night, for those of you who are bilingual, who haven't seen that yet, go watch it if you're a Spanish speaker. But it was talking about this alignment that you have, right? Mind, body, soul alignment, putting you in this advanced energy, this evolutionary breakthrough, leading edge, empowered, divine, authentic energy, right? So you're attracting other ones that match that vibe. Now they want me to count the stars. So give me a moment. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 stars in the bottom row. 13 stars in the bottom row. 13 in the top row gives us the death card, which a lot of people who don't know nothing about this system get very afraid of when they hear about it. But if you know, like I know, we know that there's nothing to be afraid of, because, you know, when the death card comes up, that means something is expired and it's time to go on to the next phase. It's time for evolution. It's time for new energy. It's time to release the old, accept the new, and transform, right? So there's a transformation that's happening. Oh, thank you. I'm getting so much from this card. I love my grandsons. Okay. But there's a transformation that's happening in this connection. This connection was brought to, I heard brought to you by, like the following message has been co-signed by the divine and sponsored by spirit. And after these messages, we'll be right back. Yeah, we didn't do it at the beginning, but it's always the truth. Okay. And this is like what it's like when you connect with somebody. The divine is all up in the middle of whatever interaction is happening. It's just like when I know when I'm live, anything and everything that happens during the live is by divine design. Like these last few times, and here we go. I told you to stop that today. I didn't want to do it today. When they get going with me, sometimes I feel the physicality of it. Last night, it was my ears. They kept messing with my ears. And for the last few times I've been live here, I'm fine. I'm not having any allergic, nothing. But all of a sudden, I'll be live and my nose starts going. And I'm like, y'all get off of my nose already. And I told them, I'm like, look, my makeup is on point. I totally honored the beauty of my face, which honors my ancestors. Like, come on. Leave it alone. And so now they're trying to start that again. Anyways, so there's the energy of the channeling start happening. The messages start happening. Everything start happening in a beautiful and divine way. And source is all up in it. You could say God's here. You could say the highest self is in this. The ancestors approve. So then we have the 13 transformational stars here, plus the 4 stars here. 13 plus 4 equals what? 17. What's 17 in the tarot system? Major arcana is the star card energy. And I told you it was destiny. It was fate, right? I told you already that that's what those 4 stars there represented, okay? Oh, my goodness. And then they're not done with the whole mathematics thing because they're saying, yeah. And then you take the 17 and you add the stars that each one of them carries with their heart. Oh, now you have 19. What's 19 in the tarot? That's the sun card energy, the happiest in the deck, right? The happy energy, happy, joy. I mean, you're aligning in this place of joy, of celebration, of happy, of innocence. The sun card also represents innocence, okay? There's safety in this star card energy. There's safety and protection in this. It is by divine ordination that the connections are happening. So, oh, thank you. And then I just heard some of you don't understand what's the big deal. Why would the divine ordain me to play with the kid for a few minutes or play with this puppy for a few minutes? Well, because there's an energy exchange that's happening there. And some of you, it is literally with a flower. Some of you, it's literally with a flower. Oh, wow. Yeah, they're showing me magic being done on the human realm, the animal realm, and the plant realm through the tribe, through the collective at this time. So who or what, I see somebody who, I was gonna say, who or what are you being guided to connect to at this time? What's being guided to you? Because I see somebody who is like, this tree just keeps calling you. The tree just keeps calling you. And you respond to the call. So here you go. Put your hands on the tree. You might sit on its, at its trunk, at the base of its trunk. But I see somebody literally putting both hands on the tree. Closing your eyes, doing a meditation, receiving and doing this energy, and you don't fully, I'm hearing you don't fully comprehend what's happening here, but there's magic being done. I heard for everyone. I heard there's enough for all of us here. I heard that there's enough for all of us here to enjoy. And there's connections that are being made right now that assist us in connecting to the energies of others that are in the same type of alignment as we are. And then having these magical experiences that cause more magic to grow from them. I see Sean talking about studying trees all the time. And one of the TikToks that I saw, I'm like, I still got to do that. It showed a person, this young lady, she's standing at a tree. It's got low-hanging branches. And she's like, talking to the tree. Would you touch me? Would you touch my shoulder? Please, would you touch my shoulder? It's safe. I love you. I appreciate you. I know you can hear me. Would you please touch my shoulder? And you can see in the video that the branch comes and touches her shoulder, right? And there's not just one experience of this. There's many. Look it up. Check it out, right? I see Robin talking about the ears, right? It's not an attack as much as it is making you very aware, making you physically aware so you can't escape the notice that this is what's going on, right? This is what's happening with you. Ears and nose are huge for me. Like sometimes when I start recording, like there's so many videos where if I ever get up off the camera and I go blow my nose, like calm down, I'll be right back. But I'm not gonna do that on camera, and I'm not gonna sit here and slurp back my beer. To me, that's so fucking disgusting. So, you know, sometimes they do that, right? Don't freak out. It's okay. It's okay. They just let you know in the easiest way, right? And for some of you, this is going to happen as evidence of what you've got going on. So while you're connected to this other magical being who's connected with their heart and their star energy, I heard soul star chakra. Okay, soul star chakra. If you don't know what that is, go check it out, okay? Which it indicates that you have connection to the universe. You have cosmic consciousness. If your soul star chakra is active, you have cosmic consciousness. Perfect that they made me wear the white shirt today, because every day I'm like, what am I going to wear today? How do you want me to do my hair and makeup today? And I just listen to divine guidance, and for the longest it's like, I don't care, do whatever you want. Don't put nothing on, you're fine. And I'm now all of a sudden every day it's a different design, a different look. But today they said put on the white shirt. White is the color of the soul star chakra. So soul star chakra indicating collective consciousness, cosmic consciousness, universal connection. I mean, unicorn energy. It's so amazing. And it's a position of elevation. So I just see like you're connecting with others like that. Others like that energy, okay? And anywhere where you are saying to yourself, Melinda, I'm not quite there yet. I'm saying that's okay. That's okay. You're on your way. If you feel like you're watching this video and you're like, girl, what you talking about is a little bit over my head. I've never heard of that. I don't feel connected to the cosmos like that. Like you talking too much right now. I hear you. I get it. But this message is for you because, honey, you're on your way. The path that you're on takes you there. So it's time to become more aware, right? Beautiful. And now one of the grandsons, Q, he was like, Grandma, what does awareness mean? So I'm like, well, it's like an understanding, right? And I'm like, well, let me look up the definition. So I give him the actual definition from online. And then I'm like, where did you hear that word? And he said, well, Mommy says it sometimes. And then I've heard you say it on your TikToks. I'm like, well, cool, because now you have more awareness. He's like, oh, yay. Okay, perfect. So let's see some more. What else does Spirit want to talk to us about today? So thankful. I see Douglas with us. Let me just acknowledge some of you because I love that you're here. Oh, how cute. Guria Vestra thinks I'm a lost child. Did the Lord have mercy on me and reveal himself to me in the name of Jesus, baby. Jesus, my best friend. Y'all don't even know that, like my brother. Okay, y'all don't even know. It's okay. Alisa, welcome. I'm so glad you made it live. So thankful and grateful for your presence. Pontius Pirate, hey, what's up? All right, let's keep going in this energy, in the position of what is obvious and known. We have, to be fair, there's balance here. There's balance, and that was also shown in the first card that came out from my baby's drawing, because the one was holding 2 ice creams. So this is speaking to me, and it's saying, to be fair, first off, you always act to be fair. So to be fair, the person that thinks that I'm a lost soul, blah, 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 that's fine. But they have limited awareness, right? Perfect. The word awareness came through already before I read their comment, right? We're not angry with them. We accept them. You're fine, baby. Just don't say too much crazy stuff on the channel. If you don't like it, click off. You know, if you're touched some sort of way, to stay fine. But if you start saying too much crazy stuff, then you won't be able to comment here anymore. So don't do that to yourself, or do. Either way, it's up to you. That's to be fair. In other words, you and whoever this is you're aligning with, you understand that everybody is exactly where they're at. It's not up to you to change them. Some have greater level of awareness, others don't, right? Some think that Christ, Lord, and Jesus came to be on the pages of a book to keep you stuck under this patriarchy. And others realize that Jesus came to teach us about the alignment of our energy. You know what Jesus himself showed me? I love that this is coming through. Because just like this one's hands are full with 2 ice creams, when Jesus was up on the stake, the cross, whatever perspective you have of it, right? Jesus showed me, and it's crazy because I was in the middle of this conversation that was so mundane, had nothing to do with any spirituality, religion, or anything else. And all of a sudden, I got this download, and it was like I was in my most powerful state where my hands couldn't do anything and my feet couldn't do anything because all I could rely on was all my energy centers. He said, and that's how I ripped the curtain in the temple. And that's how I caused the earthquake. And that's how I did everything. Oh, that part, right? Why is that coming out? Because like we all have to understand that it's our energy alignment. It all goes back to what we've been talking about. And I love how somebody comes in and tries to, you know, assert what they think they know over this channel, over myself and my being. And then the divine, love source, God, creator of all that ever is, was, will be, or could be, my highest self, and all of this, you see, is able to incorporate that into the message. It's like, look how that fits. I'm like, oh, wow, this is amazing. So there's this understanding that no matter where they're at, it all fits. It's all part of a plan. It's all part of the message. Being open and aware to receive that message, to perceive that message. I heard through the allowing of others to be exactly who and where they are. Through the allowing of others to be exactly who and where they are. That is to be fair. The beautiful part of that, in the allowing, rather than the opposing, the demanding, or the attempts to control, you also allow yourself, because remember, what you put out comes back to you, right? So if I try to control you, I give the universe a what's good for the goose is good for the gander pass for others to control me too. In this energy, you're fair. The ones you're aligned with are fair. The ones that got their heart and their star energy that are connecting with you through serendipity and good fortune, all fair, understanding that everything serves a purpose. We're all part of a larger organism, which is, I love this. I heard the body of Christ. We're all part of the body of Christ. Who is one person to decide that we don't deserve to be here or we shouldn't be the way we are when God himself, when Jesus himself allows us to be who and what we are? Hold on a second. I'm allowed. I'm accepted. And nobody can decide that you're lovable or unlovable but you. Nobody can decide that you are in a violation or in an approved state but you. And it's not even a decision. It's an awareness. See, when you do something that's dirty, down and low, honey, you know you got to hide your soul. You be like, I don't want nobody to see me. I got to hide it. I ain't telling nobody. But when you're living in your authenticity, you know it all serves a purpose. I heard, you know it all serves a purpose. So there's this energy in this as well of not only being fair to the others, but being fair to yourself. Like, how many times have we gotten caught up in our past, and maybe some of us are still caught up in it now, of beating ourselves down, being such a harsh ruler over ourselves. Like, I totally blew that. I messed up back then. Oh, I did so many things wrong. Okay, well, did you learn? Are you going to do it again? Did you move on? Are you still doing it? Right? I heard, again, so good to have done it then, so I don't do it now. Now we have some balance in this. They're also giving me the balance and the fairness that's going to allow you to stand in places where others cannot. It will allow you to stand in places where others cannot. When you have the balance in yourself of your own feminine and masculine energies. So you're not only emotionally receptive and communicative and aware, but you know how to put action with that, right? So you live in the spirit realm and the physical realm all at the same time. What do you know? I can be spiritual and physical at once. Yes! Okay, that's balance. You can be sympathetic and yet assertive at the same time. Absolutely. You could be receptive and active at the same. Absolutely. Like this, all these different forms of balance are coming into play. This is what's bringing these connections. Love you. Love you. Happy birthday, mommy. So there's the energy here of happy birthday, mommy. It's either you're the mommy and it's your birthday, or it's somebody's mommy birthday. That energy is also here. Side point for somebody. Huge confirmation. But this happy birthday energy that is written on this card is giving me very much it's like a birth of this new connection. It's a birth of this new energy. It's a birth of a new experience. So many of you, I'm hearing not some, but so many of you, this is going to be the first time in the physical realm in your personal, because I'm hearing it happens with you online. It's easier to meet somebody at a distance online, but they're saying in your physical life, just going about la-di-da, living your life, you're going to bump into and meet somebody that's going to be, for a lot of you, the first time you align with somebody who's on that spiritual path like you, who has that level of spiritual sovereignty like you, who I heard for a lot of you who has left the taboos of mainstream religion that are control devices, that are built off of false beliefs, that are built on lies. If they only knew that with the tree coming up in the middle, like even the Bible, they believed and talked about how it was a pagan ritual, and yet they do it. And they put it in the church, and they call it about Jesus. But hold on, he wasn't even born on December 25th. Do your historical research, and you'll find out these facts, because they are facts. Some of you are finally going to align with another person that knows that. Somebody who knows that Easter is not about the resurrection of Jesus, but it's about the pagan worship to Astarte. Some of them are going to be people who finally, like, they're going to know that New Year's Eve, it has nothing to do with Christianity. It's actually worship to the god Janus. Like, you've never met somebody like this before. Somebody who has awareness in the physical realm and the spiritual realm. Hello? Physical realm and spiritual realm. Everybody's getting ready to celebrate this Turkey Day tomorrow, and I'm only going to call it Turkey Day because them fucking turkeys, they didn't even understand. Like, listen, these people are a trip. Y'all want us to celebrate the slaughter of all those Native Americans? Yeah, I'm good. I'm on the side of the natives. Like, how dare you invade their land, and now you put them on a little tiny piece of land and you take their whole fucking country. Like, dude, you're the fucking thief, and y'all trying to get rid of the Mexicans now too, who were here first? Like, this shit is crazy. Your wisdom is not just about spiritual things. It's about physical reality as well. Combine all of that. Allow the spirit to move through you. Having now this soul star chakra lit the F up. Things start really flowing together, start making sense, and you understand why you know what you know. Now you understand why you know what you know. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, and it's really comical. I'm hearing it's really comical the way they try to dress up the most obvious, the Samhain, and put it in the church too. You know, they dress up in church for that thing too. It's crazy. They be having a trunk or treat and everything. It's so funny. It's so comical. It's so comical to the ones that know. Awareness is everything. But to be fair, they don't know. And this is why Jesus said, Father, forgive them for they know not what they do. Just like when they get up on this channel and they try to, talk stuff to me and tell me what I am. They don't know what they're talking about. So are we going to get offended? No. Listen, put it this way. You are a graduate of university. You got your certificate and your degree. Hello? And here you got this kindergartner trying to school you. They ain't even made it out of elementary school yet on a spiritual level. You see what I'm saying? They ain't even made it. All this commercialism, all this, go spend all your hard-earned money to buy shit that the kids ain't going to have next year that nobody ever wants. They're going to regift it or throw it away. But go into debt for that. All that shit, yeah, absolutely. It's going away because too many of us know too much. But to be fair, some people don't know yet. They're not quite there. We're not going to persecute them. We're not going to go, stand outside and chant and block them from going in the store. Allow them to be where they are. All things in due time. I heard all waters return to the ocean eventually. So you have so much wisdom. And it came through the dark. Like, they're showing me at some point, you did not know this. They're going back to the flower in the card that's in your position. Right? The flower. It's blossomed now. It's a whole blossom in this. But for that flower to become a blossom, it had to start as a seed under the dirt, in the dark, and it stayed there for a long time. So you didn't used to know either. You did not used to know. You didn't used to know so much, but now you do. Oh, well, you don't. Now you do. You broke through the ground. You hit the sunlight. The sun will come out tomorrow for a whole lot of people. Ooh, what's happening tomorrow? They gave that to me very physically, literally. And I don't say these things often, but I'm hearing that tomorrow there's going to be some event that happens that's going to put a lot of people up on game. They're going to figure some shit out after what happens tomorrow. And I don't know what that is. Something's happening tomorrow. And that's what I heard. So let's see. Well, we sure went off on all kinds of tangents in there, but they said everything by divine design. So let's see what else we have for you. The yin energy. Yin energy, card number 2, High Priestess energy with that number 2 from the Major Arcana. Right? And this is receptivity. This is the divine feminine. Divine feminine, compassion, kindness, nurturing, creativity, spirituality, that spiritual mind, that intuitive mind, that kindness. Again, we don't have to sit here and ridicule them and talk all kinds of craziness to them at all. We could speak to their soul, speak to their spirit. That shit works so much more effectively. I'm here. It's so much more effective when you do. They're saying it's so much more effective when you do. Because you bypass their human mind that's just going to want to argue with you. Yeah, they're saying when you speak to their spirit, when you speak to their soul, you bypass the human mind that's just going to want to sit and argue with you. For their limitations, for their false beliefs. They're not going to want to believe the history when you point it out, pull it up on Google, pull out the history books. They're not going to want to believe the history. They're not going to want to believe that Christmas was created by the Council of Nicaea in 800 or 600, whatever the heck, AD, and they, the church wanted to bring the pagans into the church and get them to bring their tithes with them. And so that's where they started celebrating Christmas. They don't want to believe that. They don't want to hear it. And you can point out the history to it. And they're not going to get it. They're going to call you some kind of crazy name like they like to. And that's okay. But so speak to their soul. Is that what's happening? Is that what tomorrow is all about? We're speaking to their soul right now through this collective energy because I'm connected with all of you right now on all time, space, and dimensions in all different parts of the world at one time. And what Jesus said, where 2 or more are gathered in my name, I am there with you also. This is where I be. Oh, that part right there. Like, people wake up. You're being tricked. It's all a marketing gimmick. It's all a gimmick to control. It's all built on falsehood. How disrespectful, right? It's a similar thing like what they do with Jesus. It's a similar thing like what they do with Jesus. Listen, first off, Christopher Columbus did not discover the United States, did not discover the Americas. Leif Erikson was a Viking who came here before, and guess what? People were already fucking here. Hello, people was always here. So there's that. But then on top of that, it's like, they celebrate this, like, we slaughtered all of you, but let's remember and memorialize that one time that we cooked together and had a meal. I'm good. I don't need to have that same meal in honor of that one time that y'all was in here with y'all deceptive lie and all this stuff, right? Then there's this energy. I remember when I first learned the truth about the holidays. I was probably 20, 21. And let me first tell you, before I'm going to preface all this story with the fact that it made me cry for hours, like no bullshit, like 2 hours straight. I just cried because in my mind, all of my beliefs and knowing of what was real was just shattered. My whole reality was just completely destroyed when I came to this awareness. And I learned. And one of the things that came to my mind was like, you're a Christian, right? But you're wearing the cross, and so your belief is that Jesus was killed on that cross. And yes, I understand that your belief is that he died for your sins, and I'm not combating that. What I am saying, though, is why would you carry the weapon that killed the one that you loved that loved you? I mean, that's like taking the bullet, right, that killed your loved one in war and then wearing it on your necklace. Like, I don't know. Maybe people want to do that. My brain doesn't comprehend that, right? If this caused so much pain, if this was the tool of the devil to take Jesus out, why would you wear that? I'm just saying, right? But there's history about the freaking cross too. Anyways, there's so much, right? So freaking much. Because the history with the cross is like, over there where that all happened, there wasn't even enough trees in the land for them to be using 2 of them when they could only use 1. They had to import the tree stumps to sacrifice these people on. So you really think they was going to waste 2 for 1 criminal instead of 1? Things to ponder. But these are facts. These are historical facts, right? They're not going to want to listen to that. They're not going to want to listen to that. I heard, but they sure love to be in your energy because you're just so kind. You're just so happy-go-lucky. Like, you always have good vibes. People just love to sit down and break bread with you and have a conversation with you. And so let's see some more. Observe. See? They love to sit down, have a conversation with you, and break bread with you because they just love to watch you. They just love to hear what you're going to say. Like, you got some really valid points. Wow, that's really interesting. Somebody is being connected to you who can see you is the other thing that I'm hearing. And it's going back to this with the heart and the star energy, with the serendipity and the good fortune in between you. Everybody loves to be in your energy, but everybody can't sustain there. I'm hearing everybody can't sustain there. And the observer card is card number 19, and we already had that energy deduced in this energy that we were reading already, talking about that sun card energy. There's somebody who can see you. This person can recognize the spark of truth in you. Jehovah's Witnesses talk about hearing the ring of truth, right? This person can hear the ring of truth when you speak. They can tell that you've done your research. They can tell that you've actually been astute. They gave me the word astute specifically. They can tell that you know what you're talking about. And then this person also has some common knowledge. The fact that y'all have so much common knowledge between you of things that most of the people in your energy field around you, in the ambiance, in the room, in the park, in the store, in the whatever, in the pulpit, I heard in the pulpit, they don't know. They don't know this stuff. But because you and this person have this, which for you is basic knowledge, but to other people is unknown. That's a mystery. They don't get it. They don't even go there, question those things. But you both have that as a common basis. So when you throw out some other stuff that they've never heard of, and when they throw out some other stuff that you've never heard of, y'all respect each other. There's this common respect because there's a common understanding about some stuff that wasn't understood by the most anyways, by the most of the people, by the masses of the people. Because you both have this deeper, more profound understanding of concepts, of truths, that are, of realities, of facts. I heard historical facts, energetic facts, religious facts, stuff like that a lot of people don't. There's this respect. And so when one of you has something extra to offer that the other didn't already have that knowledge of, there's respect. There's an open-mindedness. There's a, hold on, let me consult my spirit about this. Oh, back to that hermit energy. There's a, let me consult my spirit about this. Okay. So let's find out what you're going to learn in this connection. What you going to learn in this connection? I wake up in the morning, I'm blessed. Yes. That's the energy. Blessed is the energy. So blessed. Okay. Yes. I heard, yes, I'm a mess, but I'm blessed to be loved with you. Oh, it's not love with, it's stuck with. The lyrics are saying stuck with you. So blessed. You're blessed. You're both going to learn that you're blessed. And you're both going to be like, oh my God, I love that I can connect with you like this. I love that you get me. I love that you know. I love that you know stuff that I don't know and we can connect like this. And oh my gosh, it's just so magical. I feel so blessed. I feel so appreciated. I feel so valued. I heard by the universe. Okay, valued by the universe. So appreciated, so respected, so protected, so divine. I heard this is why I haven't got close to nobody, because now I got time and space in my life to get close to you. This is perfect. The perfection of it all is truly something you appreciate and notice without delay. I heard without delay. In other words, and I heard the other person too, both of you, It's not going to take long for y'all to recognize that each other has something going on. Okay, y'all both got it going on. It's really magical. It's really divine. And it's perfect. And it's perfectly aligned. Bottom of the deck, look at this. Card number 40, co-create. Co-create. I love this. So I heard even before y'all knew each other, before y'all meet each other, which if you haven't met each other, even now, okay, and even before you come across this message, y'all have been co-creating some things. Why? Your souls were connected. We're talking about the whole spiritual connection and that connection that occurs when you're sitting in a certain vibration, and we were talking about the soul star chakra being active and functioning in both of you, and this is one of the things that made, even if you didn't have awareness of it, y'all were connected. Your souls were speaking, your highest selves were collaborating on some things. I heard in orchestrating this perfect moment of realization, of experience, where this connection comes into fruition, where it can't be missed. They're saying, I love that what's meant to be is meant to be. They're saying that I love the way my energy goes ahead of me and connects me to what is truly for me, supporting me, loving me, appreciating me, a part of me, connected to me. I heard on all time, space, and dimensions. So there's this energy of realizing like, whoa, it's like, I dreamed of you before, or it's like, wow, our paths are so much in common. Yeah. By the way, they want me to tell you, this is how I ended up adopting my brother, because when I met him, it was just like that. And I loved it. I was like, I love that we're both gay as fuck, because we can't ruin this with some other false ideas to get in between us. This is the way it is, right? So whatever it is, if the connection is romantic, it's going to be a beautiful romance. If the connection is non-romantic, it's still going to be a beautiful connection. And I'm here, and nothing can destroy it, because both of you have elevated beyond the point of the ability to destroy this, the desire to destroy this, the self-sabotage that would destroy this. You both elevated beyond it. All right. I am being guided to pull another level in another round. No, not this one. They want the... Oh, Lord. It's got to be behind here. Please don't be behind the camera. Oh, there it is. It's at the bottom. It's not behind the camera. Thank goodness it's not behind the camera. The Shaman's Dream Oracle for our next level in this reading. So thankful and grateful for your beautiful presence, all your beautiful compliments. I will say this back to all of you at once. It takes one to know one, honey. It takes one to know one. Absolutely. I firmly believe that. You cannot align with what you do not have in your own energetic field. This is universal law. This is not just some woo-woo that I'm speaking out the side of my neck. This is universal law. This is the way it works, right? We are definitely meant to meet. We are definitely meant to be here. This is why we start off every reading that way. Even if we don't say it, we always know it. Everything happens for a reason. You know, whatever reason God brought you here, whatever reason the universe brought you here, whatever reason your soul brought you here, there's something here for you. A lot of you, when you watch these readings, you're like, oh my God, that's my life. How dare you talk about my life on YouTube like that? I love you. And then the other part is like, some of you are like, oh my God, I needed to know this. Like, I don't know why you needed to know it, whether it's for application to past experiences or future experiences, or it just feels right, right? There's always a reason for everybody that's attracted in your experience in every season. So where wisdom would be, what's the purpose of this connection here? Whether it feels like bliss like this, or it feels like, hell no, I don't want that no more. Whatever it feels like, it's wise to always do the soul searching work. Soul searching, where we began this, to discover what is the purpose for this in my life. There is always a purpose. Everything happens for a reason. Everybody all over the place love to say that, but then when things start happening and they start getting irritated, frustrated, upset, and all the rest, And they just sit in that feeling, and then they respond and react from that feeling instead of trying to, well, what is this feeling communicating to me? Why do I feel this way about this? What is it teaching me, showing me? There's a reason why this is serving my best interest. And there we go with the pronoia again. Did you guys look up the word pronoia yet? Yeah. The entire universe is conspiring in my favor. So how is this true in this experience here, right? And it's like, as we begin to apply that in our life, oh man, the ride just smooths right on over, yeah? It's like going from an unpaved dirt road with rocks and crevices and holes and potholes in it into a smoothly paved, newly paved road. Wow, what do you know? All right. So let's see what else Spirit wants to show us today. What's the divine message for the love and peace and happiness tribe at this time? Thank you for your love donations, for giving this video a thumbs up and doing all the YouTube things. It's going to help these algorithms saying for us, okay? The right use of power. Ooh, in what everybody knows in this connection that we are specifically talking about. This soul star chakra heart aligned connection. Look at that. Crown games. Not only is the crown lit up. So the soul star chakra is above the crown chakra. Okay? And look at the image. Crown games. The right use of power. We all realize that we have abilities, but we all realize the importance of utilizing these abilities in a benevolent way, responsible way. Because we know that the energy we put out comes back to us, and if I do some dirty shit to you because I have abilities, then that means that dirty shit is gonna come back to me because I gave the universe a permission slip saying, yeah, this is fine. What's good for the goose is good for the gander, right? So there's ability to utilize spiritual powers. It is card number 8. 8 in the tarot system is the strength card. There's power. There's energy in this. As I look over to my right, I can see out my front window the birds taking flight. There's a message in that for you. I don't know why they made me say that, but here we go. And then we have the 2 crescent moons facing back to back up at the top of this crown. And as I came home last night, I noticed the crescent moon. I was sent on an errand last minute to go pick up some cleaning supplies that aren't even for my house. They're for my daughter's house. And on my way home, all I saw was the smiling crescent moon in the sky. So there's something here about these 2 crescent moons touching back to back. And that's giving me this energy right here. 2 crescent moons touching back to back. What energy? The hearts and the stars. You and the other. Okay. Very receptive phase. I'm hearing very receptive phase for both of you. So I'm seeing where both of you are getting a lot of downloads. So, they just said this. They just said this. They just said both of you are guided to this place. Wherever this meeting happens. It's not the way they're showing it to me is neither one of you really plans to be here. Neither one of you ever really planned to do this. But dun, 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 here we are. Here we are at the perfect time. And it was like guidance that was given for you to be there at the perfect time, in the perfect space, with the perfect person, in the perfect place, for the perfect reason. Divine timing, opening up big time. So it's like when you meet them, one of the points of conversation was, and to think I wasn't even going to come. And they're like, I know, right? I wasn't going to come either. I was just going to stay home too. Whoa. And here we are. Whoa, look at that. Yeah, it's like that. What else do we have? On your side. Look at this. Card number 39. And this is why you weren't going to go. Because you're on a Me Talks right now, which is repairing the body, mind, spirit. You're like, I'm so done with people right now. I'm just going to sit here in my energy. I'm going to do a sacred ritual. I'm going to do a sacred bath for myself. I'm just going to cleanse my energy. I'm going to get in my own energy. I don't really want to hang out with the others right now. And then all of a sudden you get that gotta take a dump urge. It comes through your spirit. You got to go. You got to go. You show up on the perfect time. It's just kind of like how you showed up in perfect time for this show. Hey, let me see some more at the side of the table. A tidy house, clarity and organization. This person knew that they should just stay home and clean their house, and then boom, spirit hit them like, nope. I heard hit them in the seat of their pants saying, get up and go, baby, get up and go. The house is going to be there. You can tidy up later, though. That's so funny. And let me tell you why. Because years ago, my daughter and I had a huge argument, and I threw my fucking cup of coffee at her across the living room. It was a huge mess. I had to clean it up. But that's the last time I had ever spilled my coffee until today. I had to make me 3 cups of coffee today because the first one spilled in my kitchen, the second one spilled on my patio, and the third one is sitting right here, and I'm still drinking it. It's so yummy. So I'm asking Spirit, I'm like, what is up with the coffee spilling? Well, I'll be putting all kinds of magic into my coffee. And they're like, yeah, all that magic went into your kitchen and on your patio, right in front of your front door. Oh, it's okay. I know. And it never made me mad. I didn't get irritated. I didn't get frustrated. I said, well, I guess it's time to spray the porch down and do the whole floor and the walls and the kitchen chairs and the kitchen table, the legs of the kitchen. Oh, Lord, it was everywhere. Anyways, so they're like, yeah, the kitchen is the prosperity base of the house. This is where you get nourished. This is where you cook up your meal. Yeah. So your coffee with your magic spell in it spilled all over the kitchen. And then the other coffee with your magic in it spilled at your front door. Yeah. So why it's time to tidy up? Did something spill? Did something break? Did you get mad? I don't think so. I think you were like, this is interesting. You could have been saying to yourself, what's the reason this happened? This some random ass. Where'd this come from? What is really going on? And then, and some of you are getting that moment right now, right here on this channel, right? As I share with you what I received from my personal experience, right? Yeah, and then they're saying, they're following that up with, none of you is ever so alone that you're the only one having the experience. And how are you having the experience today? And how are you having the experience today? They're saying, and how are you having the experience today? And they're like asking each of you individually, and how are you having the experience today? Some random ass stuff that I heard back in the day used to make you mad. That was a whole part of the process too. I so used to be the get mad over spilt milk type of person. Man, I'm not anymore. I was like, well, there's a reason for everything. So what's the reason in this? Oh, that part is energy right here. So somebody here, they were going to stay home and clean house. And it could have been because some random ass weird stuff happened. Well, I guess it'll be there until I get back because all of a sudden I feel like I got to go. And then they go. All right, let's find out some more. What else do you have for us? The jeweled web. Card number 32, connectivity. Ooh, I love that. That's awesome. They just said 2 cups of coffee. 1, 2. How many hearts and stars do we have here? 1, 2. Oh, that part. How many are we talking about connecting right here? Is you and another. You and another. So there's something here in that. It's huge. And it has to do with your blessing. Yes. Who? They're saying, and how many times did you count out your blessings before because you got pissed off? When you spilled your coffee at the door, because the milk was spilled, because the glass broke. You kept looking at it and canceling out your blessings. Now in this new energy, you decide and declare what it means. You decide and declare what it all means. And yes, I'm a mess, but I'm blessed to be stuck with you. Oh, that part. Yes, it's all a blessing, and you know that. And now that's how you decide and declare, and that's what you pronounce over it. And then it must show you that. And connectivity is showing up here with the jeweled web. Jeweled web. What is with the jeweled web? Oh, wow. Yeah, the jeweled web. I see somebody who has a piece of jewelry. You've had it a long time. Whether it was because you lent it to your kid or you gave it to them for a while and then they lost a piece of something out of it. They damaged it, whatever. You've had it fixed. You just had it fixed. Who are you? You just had it fixed. And you knew that there was something up. You had this. It's like something tickled the side of your intuition when you did it. Oh, yeah, that was so significant that you did that because it was repairing an energy in your life. For some of you, this connection is about this star and heart energy is about you being connected to other people that you're aligned with and meant to be aligned with. And this has to do with promoting your business or your purpose or both, because your purpose is your business. Oh, that right there. For a lot of you, this is going to be connecting though with, it's all connecting with people. The reason for the connection is going to be different, right? In all of you. But you're noticing how things are coming together, how you're connecting with people. And it has to do with, again, going back to the beginning, when you're sitting there, you're just in your high flying vibration, living your best life, laughing at the silly shit, laughing at the stuff that's not silly, laughing at everything in between, living a best life, keeping that authentic this up there and this up there, and just keeping that smile shining, keeping that energy radiant, right? High vibration. Like, everything happens for a reason. So why would I get upset? Everything happens for a purpose. So why would I be angry about that? What is the reason this is happening for me now? Not against me, but for me now. It's not like talking to the police. When you talk to the police, they tell you flat out, everything you say can and will be used against you. Period. That's it. It's only going to be used against you. So shut your mouth when you talk to the police. In this life, this universe is exactly the opposite of the police. Everything that's happening is happening for you. Oh, wow. That makes it look a little bit different when you stub your toe. It makes it look a little bit different when you can't get around that car that won't stop going 5 miles below the speed limit on a road where everybody else is going 15 above. It makes it look a little bit different when there's not one on the store shelf here, and so you got to go to a whole nother store to get it. It makes it look a little bit different when somebody else is late. It makes it look a little bit different when that's not my right size. Well, I guess I got to go back to store, you know. Makes it a little bit different when, that whole relationship didn't work out. They weren't who I thought they were. Makes a little bit different when, man, I've been by myself for a long time. And you don't think that it's a problem anymore. You can see that there's more in store here for you. You know, some of you, a lot of you, I get this question from a lot of you. Well, am I ever going to find somebody? I've been alone so long. Why have I been alone so long? Well, listen, you could have been caught up in another relationship that wasn't right for you if you wanted. Because that was the other alternative option. So you can do this soul growth and evolution by yourself or with another. And in this energy, the way I'm seeing is like you have totally decided to do this soul growth and evolution on your own. And now it's time for you to align with somebody else who did that too. See, a lot of people, they get caught up in relationships that do cause their soul growth and evolution. However, the other person isn't necessarily growing and evolving with them. And so they have a hard time letting them go because they've attached all this meaning, and then now they've got all this history and all property and children and some old shit in between them, right? So in this energy, whatever it was that you let go of in order to connect with your body, mind, and spirit, get yourself all the way in alignment, it's causing this connection. And this is what you're heading for. Be grateful for everything that didn't work out. Be grateful for everything that fell apart. Be grateful for everything that broke. Be grateful for everything that came. Be grateful for everything that left. Be grateful for everything that happened. If you can't understand it, if you can't find gratitude for it, ask for the understanding. Ask for the enlightenment. Ask for the wisdom in it. Ask for the growth in it. Ask for the lesson in it. And from there, you can expand beyond it, right? To the connection. Because once you connect it all in yourself and in your experience, you're going to be in this highly connected energy. And what starts happening, you start connecting more. And oh my God, everything, this is connecting here and that's connecting there. And I'm being connected here and there. Oh my God, everywhere. There's that. What do we have at the bottom of the deck here? The lay of the land, ancestral wisdom. It's all happening for a reason. And look at, tell the DJ bring it back. Tell the DJ bring it back. Why you take it away in the first place? Tell the DJ bring it back. Oh, there's that. So, two things. One, there was a song. And they're not giving me the song that I get, because it was a song that I had last night. As I was laying my head to bed, the song came to me. But now they're giving me another song, and the song they're giving me now is, Your Love Keeps Lifting Me Higher. That song, but there was another song, and tell the DJ to bring that back. The other thing they're giving me is this whole situation, the challenge was so you could rise above it. So you could sit in the light of the sun. And this was about your elevation. So this is one of the reasons why people, including ourselves in the past at different times, got stuck in situations because we didn't realize, like, oh, that was my personal asshole for my elevation. Oh, yay, that was my personal jerk to teach me what I am and who I am and what I needed to know. Oh, that was my personal tragedy set to elevate me. Oh, I mean, there's that, right? And look at the victory stance, like their hands up. I walk into the room and everybody's hands go up, and they say there, and they say there. Up now, up now, up now, okay? Because all I do is win, win, win. That's the energy. All I do is win, win, win. So you wouldn't have all these wins under your belt if you didn't have all these challenges to confront. If you didn't have all these contenders in your life, right? Also, it's card number 34. Didn't we talk since the beginning about the balance? About the fair? About using right power? Because 3 is Empress, 4 is Emperor. Didn't we talk about the divine feminine, divine masculine energy and being balanced in those? Oh, that part. Because there we go, 3 and 4. Empress, Emperor energy, all on the card. 3 plus 4 equals what? Oh, the Chariot. Now we got a whip. We can whip it good. Yeah. And we can get up out of here. Get up out of this, on to the next, on to the next, on to the next. Yes. I heard, I'm way up, I feel blessed. I'm way up, I feel blessed. That's the energy coming through here. Wow. Are we doing another deck? They said yes. Which one are we doing? The Heal Yourself Oracle cards. So let me grab those and see what else we have. Apparently there's another layer coming through today. So thankful and grateful. Also, I want to thank you all for being here. But if you ever see the titles in Spanish and it says Espanol and it doesn't say bilingual, I'm not going to speak English to you. Love you. Come back for another English reading. There's plenty. Okay. Also, some of you are really vibing with the channel. And they're saying you would do wise if you would consider taking yourself a course of the Love and Peace and Happiness Tribe, which is go watch all the videos. Binge watch the channel. Like literally. This is all the seasons of Love, Peace, and Happiness Tarot are so much better than the new season of Stranger Things is supposed to come out today. My grandsons are hyped about it. Did y'all know that that was based on a true story? Yeah, Montauk. Again, so is that what you're connecting with this other rare being about? This other one who has their soul star chakra lit up? Like, y'all could just be like, oh, yeah. So Stranger Things comes out today. Did you know that's based on a real story? Oh, wow. Like, there's that. I don't know. Extra stuff. Everything that comes out during the reading is meant, is purposeful, is full of messages. And whose message is that? Stranger things have happened, I heard. Stranger things have happened in this meeting and in these connections, where you just want to stay home and be in your own energy, and Spirit's like, no, take your ass out. Share your energy with the world. And they just want to stay home and clean and get the house together, but the Spirit's like, no, take your ass out. Go get in this energy. Oh, and then boom, 2 magical beings meet one another. You got your unicorn on your side. They got their unicorn on your side. Even the unicorns make best friends. Oh, or they fall in love. Yes. Let's see what we have going on here in this energy from the Heal Yourself reading cards. Show me more. What else can you show? The Love and Peace and Happiness Tribe for their highest, lightest, and brightest good. For their overall love, peace, health, wealth, and happiness. Praise in all our days. Absolutely. And what do we have? Cycles. Everybody knows things that happen in cycles. But, oh, the self-love card comes out. Y'all both know that the cycles that you're coming into in this energy, y'all both know that the things that you're doing in this energy are radiating from the self-love. That's a whole real deal. I mean, I say this all the time, but let's just say it again. I heard for shits and giggles. If you don't love being with you, why would I love being with you? I mean, there's that, right? And see, here's the thing. You love being with you, and I love being with me. And then so when we get together, what do you know? That same love that you got for you and I got for me comes to the table. We just love being around one another. It's like that. Self-love is it. Now we have card number 24 in the self-love, card number 6 in the cycles. This is awesome because we have 24 plus 6 equals 30. And what is that? That's Empress energy with the 0 behind it, infinite potential. As you honor your self-worth and your value, as you realize and honor and respect your harvest season that you are in now. Infinite potential. Infinite potential. Harvest season, baby. You getting your dues. You paid the cost to be the boss, and now you get the dues. Hello? You get what's due to you. Cycles. I heard seasons change. People change. Lisa in the cult jam coming through. What else do you have for us? What else can you show the tribe? Ooh, victim consciousness. One of the things you had to me talks out of was this victim consciousness. And you know that there's a lot of it around you. So this is one of the reasons why you haven't wanted to be around people because, we talked about this, I think yesterday's live. Yeah, where we talked about, you're not just going to say once, no, I don't want that no more. See, you've had a standing, reoccurring order with the universe. And it was based off of this victim consciousness. It was a programming you learned, you got it when you were young, you enhance it, you carried it on until you realize, hold on, I don't have to do that. I don't have to perpetuate that. I could change my whole vibration. And so this is one of the reasons why you have just wanted to be by yourself. Because every time you kept coming out your house, every time you kept trying to connect to the others, you kept running into that same victim consciousness that you learned. I heard you learn from your mother. Yin energy, absolutely. They're saying absolutely. So victim consciousness. So that lets me know that you could have witnessed your mother go through a lot of very traumatic things, okay? But either way, and I'm hearing, spiritual violations. I'm hearing spiritual violations, if nothing else. Where that means that somebody here believed that they were vulnerable to other people's spiritual attacks, psychic attacks, curses, and such like that. Wow, that's the energy. Okay. Also, this is why you had to continue. I'm hearing, they give me the word repudiate, which is a strong rejection. Get the fuck away from me energy. You had to repudiate many times after times after time after time, this victim consciousness, because it was so thick in you. I heard this is why you used to get pissed off about the spilled milk and the broken glasses, Melinda, because, you know, that was the victim consciousness and poverty mentality rearing its ugly head. I hear rearing its ugly head. And so as you change your energy fields, and you would try to reconnect with society, with people or whatever, you would keep encountering that. But the cycles are changing and you can see it now. And this connection that's coming is going to be strong evidence of that. So let's see some more. What else can you show me? Say what you mean. Card number 18 on the other side of the table energy. This person, whoever you're connecting with, one of their strong things that they've had to deal with is a whole lot of people that tried to manipulate and lie to them. So one of the things that they're going to appreciate about you is that you're not there trying to get shit from them. You're just sharing what you have and appreciating what they share with you about who y'all be. This isn't about physical materialisticness, you see. So although there could be plenty of, you know, physical materialisticness to go around, this is more about who you be. This person is walked away from a lot of people who have been very deceptive, is the way it's coming through. They've been very deceptive. They've been very disrespectful. And so that's one of the reasons why this person would rather just stay home and clean their house. I heard because they became very aware of the fact that, you know, anywhere where they disrespected themselves, they had to figure that out so that they could stop attracting people that would disrespect them. Because again, when you let other people do it to you, you give the universe a permission slip. If you do it to somebody else, if you do it to yourself, it's a permission slip. So this is somebody's breakthrough right here. This is somebody's breakthrough right here. Anywhere where you've been attracting people who are stuck in victim mode, poverty mentality, or disrespect, where have you been doing that to yourself? Where do you keep looking at yourself as a victim of this, that, and the other, giving your power away to that? Where do you keep looking at yourself as broke, I can't afford it, and I'm not good enough, or maybe having shame and guilt for the wealth that you do have? And then where have you been deceptive to yourself, telling yourself some bullshit that ain't really true? Like, if you've been attracting this, somebody, this is your breakthrough, it's attracted to you in other people because there's somewhere where you're holding that to self, right? And that's how you could get caught up in it. Now, you'll know you started to break that when you see it, like you start seeing it sooner and sooner and instantly, and you don't even allow that connection to grow. You don't allow that to take root because you're like, you can see it faster and faster. But I am definitely talking about this breakthrough being more from ones who are still deeply connected with ones, and they're sitting there asking themselves, like, why have I connected with this person that just can't never get it right? They always got the wrong thing going on. Like, this is not doing okay. Well, where have you been doing that to yourself? In many cases, they just cut me off. They said, in many cases, this is gonna be because you entertaining the bullshit. Like, seriously, what does that mean? What are you saying to the universe if you're entertaining somebody that's like that? Are they really your tribe? Are they really your vibe? And if they're not your tribe and your vibe, why do you want to be into with them, have them in your space, live with them, marry them, and all the other stuff? Okay, let's go on. Inner child. Inner child healing. Oh yeah, going to the inner child through visualization, offering it the security, the respect, the empowerment that it needed. Okay, this is what you're both. So somebody here, this connection, this is going to be one of the points of conversation. I'm hearing this was a path of your awakening. I'm hearing this was a path of your empowerment. And because we had 2 in the first position, they want me to continue with the second round of this. Temptation. Yeah, part of your victimization mode that you had going on would tempt you to go for certain connections and situations from a disempowered mindset. And that's one of the reasons why you've been getting with your own energy. Like, so this lets me know that you entertained a relationship with somebody who was totally not attractive to, or totally not your energy, because you thought they could do something to you or with you or for you that didn't work out. So that was totally a self-disrespect, right? So that energy is here. Anywhere where there's been temptation, like address it. You've addressed that, or you're in the point of addressing it now. What else on the other side of the table? Sexual arts. This person, because of their need to be loved, they might give their body away to people who don't ever give them the truth, who don't follow through, who disrespect them in that way, whose words are false, their behaviors are false. Any promises they make cannot be relied upon. This is part of the cycle from the other person that they're walking away from. So you're both walking away from these types of cycles, okay? And then pay attention to the signs. Here we go. Spirit is guiding you to pay attention to the signs. You're being guided. You're being guided through all of this. And so, interesting. Bottom of the deck is dreams. Didn't I tell you that you're going to connect with some new energy, a new person that you have dreamt about, right? Yeah. There's been a lot of people around, a lot of experiences around that did not merit your presence, and yet you entertained them, and yet you continued to stay there. This kept you in victim mode. This kept somebody else in the mode of entertaining false persons, right? You kept allowing yourself to be tempted by anywhere where you thought you needed security from another person or stability from another person. It kept you in that cycle. But these are the cycles that are changing now. And it's all changing through self-love. And I see that these energies are coming out because this is going to be points of conversation as you meet with this other one who has a unicorn like you do. You know, y'all got that soul star chakra lit up. The signs are going to be so clear, so obvious, so in front of your face. They might even come with your name on them, or you might come with their name on you. You know, that type of stuff can happen, right? There's something that's easily identifiable in the physical body. Oh, yeah. That makes you very well aware, like, oh, I asked for all these signs. I knew that it would be easy for me to recognize who I should connect with next, okay? And they want you to check yourself. Don't think that it means it's going to be physically forever. It isn't always that. But it's physically significant for your spiritual experience. Yes. The signs are going to be so obvious, so undeniable, that you must accept the facts. That this is where you are meant to connect. Okay. I also see that in this energy, like, you guys are going to show each other a different experience because you're somebody who actually does what they say. That person is somebody who can tell the truth all the time. And they do. So they would like others to as well. Okay. So I got the metaphysical cannabis card. They're saying go over this spread one more time. So let's see what else we have for you. What's the message? What else can you reveal for the love and peace and happiness? Try here at this time. And it's going back to exactly what we said from the beginning. We have the wizard, and it says balance. So this is about balance. Okay. Let me see what else. Show me more. Balance is here. You both have your own balance. There's magic in your balance. It supports your creations. Okay. You channel this energy, animal energy. I love that we talked about your connection to animals because here's the card that shows the picture of it, right? And it says channel. And it says animal energy. Yes? So you in that energy space. And then what else do we have? Magic and alignment. Oh, and union. They got 2 cards coming out on their side. So that means we're going to have to go another round with this. Okay. So they have magic, alignment, and union in this. That's their energy. I love. Okay. Let's see some more. What else can you show us? Thank you. The void. And it gives divine feminine energy. Again, you've been connected through your divine feminine energy across time, space, and dimension. Many of you had dreams with this person, okay? What goes with that wizard and the balance over there? Literally, they're making me go around and around because here we got 2 cards coming out now. With the balance, over there we have the cloud meditation, look up, and we have Mami Wada with memory. So awareness. This is like seeing the signs in physical life. Okay. Ooh, cutting through the confusion. Remembering who and what you are through the confusion that you've lived through the challenges. Becoming more aware of who and what you were. Remembering, putting yourself back together, piecing yourself back together. Remembering you through the cycles that you've lived, which drew you to self-love. Okay, they said stop shuffling the cards. Which drew you to self-love. Facing it all with gratitude is the magic attitude that gives you so much more to be grateful for. They've got alignment and sexuality. Whoa, as I drop the card. Sexuality, don't get nervous. Don't get nervous. Okay, sexuality. This could totally be like somebody is, for somebody, this is your whole sexual awakening going on here. Interesting. A connection that could totally, like, y'all don't even know you're going to connect that deeply. You don't know. And I heard, how deep is your life? Okay, this is the karma. Karma is only a bitch if you are. I mean, that whole part. It's a whole part. What else? On their side, accountability. This person has taken accountability. This is how they've gotten in the magical alignment of a union, okay? Let me see what y'all need to know. Miracles, codes in nature. And there's the tree. We talked about connecting with the trees. We talked about connecting with the animals. We talked about connecting with the babies. This is what I see going on for you. The bottom of the deck is tradition. You had to break tradition. And what I'm noticing is this bitch got a long ass tongue. Hold on. But her tongue looks very lizardly. So what this is giving to me is this energy of, baby, you had so much in your past of really speaking against yourself, of really utilizing that magical ability to speak into existence some shit you didn't like. And boy, you have finally figured this out. You have finally figured this out. The words that come out of your mouth now are filled with gratitude. So the experiences returning to you now are also filled with gratitude and more to be grateful for. So with all that, we're going to go into your alpha and omega messages. And your first one is, remember, we pulled them first, we read them last. The two of action. Trust in your ability to make excellent choices. There's opportunity all around you if you just continue to move forward. It may be time to take on a new partner who can help you be a success in your career or creative endeavors. Keep your eyes on the big picture rather than the details of the moment. Okay? Opportunities abound. What else? Dear you, sometimes you just feel like no one understands you. You're not heard, or even that you don't count. This, my dear, is a terrible illusion. And although your feelings tell you that abandonment is real, well, we who know you and love you, we know better. You are never alone. And even when rejection happens, you are ultimately being protected so better things can replace what wouldn't have worked in the first place. Everyone on this side of the veil is watching over you and rooting for your ultimate success. Life loves you. We love you. And you are a unique spark of the divine and always connected to the light and to source. You are always in our care. Trust and keep the faith. Love you always and forever. Always and forever. Each moment with you is just like a dream told me that somehow came true. And I know tomorrow. Okay, this is the energy. This is the energy. It's always and forever energy. Okay, on a spiritual level, but with yourself, with the divine, with the creator of all that ever is, was, will be, or could be, baby, you are blessed. You are blessed. So, they want me to go ahead and give you a yes or no answer to your personal question. I thought we were not going to do that, but it looks like we are. So let me grab the Delos Tarot. Think about your yes or no answer. Okay. I mean, think about your yes or no question. I meant to say think about your yes or no question, and I'll give you your yes or no answer. Okay? I'm going to do this once. It's going to work for all of you. If you've been in tune with this message, if you've actually been watching, this is going to work for you one time. If you just skip to the back, I don't know. It's not a sure thing. Might still be accurate. All right. So let's get you a yes or no answer for today. Your highest self, your soul team, your love source, God, whatever it is that you connect to, believe in, is going to help you formulate that yes or no question in the perfect direction to receive your yes or no answer. So let me get you the answer for today, because I only have to do this once and it'll work for all of you. And that's what I know. So let's see what we have for you. Is today's answer yes or no, 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 yes or no? Thank you. Starting here. The answer today is no. It's no is the answer. Like it or not, that's the answer we received for you. I see somebody's going to be triggered by this. I'm going to go ahead and give you a bonus mini message here based off of the cards that gave us that no answer. This is going to be what somebody needs to hear. Okay. This isn't going to be for all of you. It may only be for one of you. I don't know. But there's this Libra person who's at a distance from you. This person, you know they've been thinking ugly, nasty shit about you. Well, what's happening right now is, hold on, all that shit is going right back to them, because you have totally set your energy to straights, to rights, and you've put accountability for yourself, which means they can't open up that, they can't work through that window of control no more. And so now, you're in a different type of experience, okay? You've been busy minding your business. You've taken back your authority and your power. No is the answer. And somebody over there, they're like, what the fuck happened? That spell doesn't work anymore. That magic doesn't work anymore. The trap isn't working anymore. Yeah, you're out of touch. I heard you're out of their reach. Okay. What's that song? I hear a song. It's like from the song from Back to the Future, maybe? Back in Time? Something like that. They want to turn back the hands of time. And now I hear Cher's version. If I could turn back time, if I could find a way, I'd take back all the words that would hurt you, and you'd stay, but I'm gone. Bye. This is what I have for you today. So thankful and grateful for your beautiful presence, for doing all of the YouTube things, for the growth on our channel. It's a beautiful way of reciprocating this energy. And I'll be back so you come back too. Until next time, I absolutely love and adore the part of me that aligns with you. The golden thread that shines all the way through, called love and peace and happiness. And in the meantime, in between time, you could treat yourself at LPHtarot.com. As in, love, peace, and happiness to you and yours. And of course, me and mine. Until next time. 감사합니다. Gracias. Later, baby. That's all, folks. And I'm out.